I think the biggest risk that I took in my career was definitely choosing myself when it came to the way that I presented myself online. I had taken a decision at 19 to cover my hair, and then at almost, I think I was 30 at the time, or 29 at the time, I decided this is just not really what I felt represented me anymore, and I was just really uncomfortable with the disconnect that I had on my real personality and what I was actually feeling and what I was presenting online. And I'm very much in the space that anything I present online needs to be as authentic as I can possibly make it. Otherwise, it's just not worth it for me. I'm a major oversharer. Like, that is what I know how to do best, and that's how I connect with people. And when that disconnect started happening, I started getting a lot more panic attacks, and I couldn't figure out what it was. And it was really just that I was not feeling authentic online anymore. And so I took the step to do that. And I've done that year after year since deciding or choosing to no longer wear a scarf. I have done that year after year for myself. I have shown up authentically every single time that I pick up my phone, no matter what the feedback is on it. And I think that was a major risk for me. And I've seen the harm that it's done to like my growth online. But I think that now I'm really focused on like quality over quantity of people, and I think that it's helped me create a much more authentic space on the internet. So the risk paid off. I think that this now 2023 is the most authentic version of myself that I've ever had online, and I'm not shy to say what I need to say or to show up as I show up. And I call my social media presence like it's almost like soft power, right? I don't actually necessarily have to expressly say that this is my belief for life and this is what I feel should be lived as, and these are my, like, I don't know, views on 1, 2, and 3. I think just showing up and living them it's enough, you know. And I'm getting used to that soft power instead of having such an intense, like, hardcore way that I put my points across, you know. So yeah, this is definitely the most authentic that I've showed up. I mean, at one point, a number that I had heard a couple years ago is that we had like 9,000 registered businesses for just beauty and like salons. And so that was one of the things that had kept me away from the space for as long as I had been, even though it's something that I do on the regular. And I try not to start any businesses that I'm not going to be like invested in using myself. If it was life-changing enough for me to do, then I would like to put it forward. So one of my very first businesses that I started was Desert Baby, which were ring slings that I used when I was with my own children. And because of the amount I used them and because of the effects that I saw on my children and myself in using them, I started that business. And then with my second business venture, it was with my business partner Angie. It's so cool, and it's a Korean skincare online destination where we curate skincare specifically made for the GCC. And that started because Korean skincare was the only thing that touched my acne. It was the only thing that touched my like sensitive skin. I'd gone to every dermatologist, I'd done everything that I possibly could. But once it changed my life, I wanted to kind of try to present that to other people as well, like that option to get affordable skincare that's effective. And then the same thing with the new space that we've started now is I've decided upon taking my scarf off that I was just going to keep my hair natural, and I really wanted to keep as much of my natural texture and just like nurture it as much as possible. And in watching the effects of that on myself and my own self-esteem, I think, and just like accepting what it is that you are and just, you know, continuing to take care of it and to nurture it as opposed to constantly change it, that was majorly effective for me. And I wanted to be able to give that same feeling to other people. So I think that all of the businesses that we have gone into all come from a place of like love and wanting to share the feeling that I get in doing these things. And that's, I think, the major part of starting something up for me. It doesn't necessarily have to be a multi-million-dollar venture. It just needs to be something that makes people feel the way that I felt when I figured it out. You know what I mean?